on Kids Place Live. And Tori, I think I've made a decision. I haven't told my family this yet, but I think that they will be completely on board once they hear the reasons that I have chosen to make this decision. And that decision, Tori, is I think I want to move to Wyoming.
That's really far from where you live right now. Why do you want to move to Wyoming?
Well, Tori, Wyoming just seems like a place that would be especially friendly to a person like me, and given my weird phobia for one very specific thing. There's one thing that when out in public I avoid at all costs, and this place only has 2 of them.
In Wyoming?
Mm-hmm. Wyoming only has 2 of one of my biggest fears.
Bodies of water.
No, I'm not afraid of water.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you talking about escalators?
Escalators. Glorious Wyoming! And you're only 2 sets of escalators in the entire state. Here I come. Tori, this is very exciting news. I can't believe I didn't know this until now, but when I tell my family that we're going to move to Wyoming, they're really going to understand, I think. Maybe, but probably not.
So you're going to pick up and move your entire family halfway across the country just because of the lack of escalators in that state?
Yeah, it will be so hard to run into an escalator situation. I will just be living my life, going up and down stairs, riding an elevator from time to time, but I will not have to be faced with any of those escalators ever again.
Do you know why Wyoming only has 2 escalators?
Tori, nobody really knows why Wyoming only has 2 sets of escalators, or why both of those sets of escalators are in bank buildings in Casper, Wyoming. But some believe it has something to do with the shape of the state. It's a wide, sprawling state. There are less than 586,000 people there. There's plenty of room to spread out if you're a building. There are multi-story buildings in Wyoming, but why build up when you can just build far and wide and stretch your building self out? And then you could have, hopefully there's not moving walkways. Those are even worse than escalators sometimes.
I was going to ask about that. I was just thinking that, actually. So if you're afraid of escalators, Mindy, that's a phobia, right? It's an irrational fear.
Mm-hmm.
Are you afraid of moving walkways?
Not a fan of those either. No. You know what, Tori? First of all, those things are going at lightning speed, and it's the getting off and getting on. I just can't do it. I can do it. I've done it. I've actually gotten a lot better at it. But if given the choice, anytime, 10 out of 10, I would opt to walk longer, go be inconvenienced, whatever it takes, take the stairs, then go down an escalator.
But you're not afraid of elevators.
No, I'm fine in an elevator. I'm just bored in elevators.
Well, you could change that pretty easily. There's lots of goofy stuff you could do in elevators to, spice up life.
Birdie and I have a thing. As soon as the doors close, we have a dance party. That's what we do in elevators to pass the time away. But yeah, Wyoming, only 2 sets of escalators. So I would love to know, do we have we hardly ever get calls from Wyoming, but if we have anyone who has ever ridden one of these escalators, these elusive escalators in Wyoming, give us a call. Tell us what the experience was like. 1-866-328-2345. That is a fun fact about the state of Wyoming. There are only 2 sets of escalators, which makes me really surprised, Tori, that someone that's just super rich wouldn't build an escalator into their home just to throw off that fact. Like, I have one of 3 escalators.
That's how
my home.
Exclusive I am.
In Wyoming. I mean, yeah. Like, if you were a billionaire, Tori, and you had a home in Wyoming, would you build an escalator in your home just to spite everyone?
If I were a billionaire in Wyoming, I would just have a huge farm and ride horses all day. I wouldn't be caring about escalators.
I wouldn't. That should be their state motto. Wyoming.
Hold on.
Wait. Yeah.
The fact that you keep saying 2 sets of escalators, does that mean that there's technically 4? Right? 2 sets?
Yes,
one
there's
goes
an up and
one goes
down in one. Yeah, up and down in one bank, up and down in another bank.
Okay, so there's 4. There's 4 escalators.
Yeah, but sets. There's 2 sets. You can't just go up and not have it down.
Yeah, but if you put 2 pairs of shoes on the ground and you asked how many shoes are there, there's 4 shoes.
Tori,
there's not 2
there's
shoes.
2 sets of escalators. There's 2 sets. They go together.
Wide open spaces.
They're like pants.
Room to not ride escalators.
If anyone has ever ridden an escalator in Wyoming, just tell me about it. 1-866-328-2345. I'm pretty sure we're not going to get a call on this, but you just never know. 1-866-328-2345 if you've ever ridden one of these escalators in Wyoming. And if you haven't and you live in Wyoming, I think that's your homework today, to drive around the state to find one of these escalators. Just so you can see it. I don't expect you to ride it. That's terrifying. Just take a picture of it. All right, we'll be right back. 1-866-328-2345.